Hello mouses! Well, today I want to talk about this controversy that's been going around about the terms and conditions that are in the new software that Apple's released for creating iBooks for iBook 2. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's like the Apple iBook Creator or something like that. I've never been one for names, which is why one of my previous housemates when I was at university was called Kelly, but I thought she was called Karen. And for 6 months I didn't know what my best friend's name was and just referred to him as, you know, thing. But hey, these things are sent to make our brains wobbly. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yes, well, the Apple's terms and conditions state that you can use the program to create a book, but you can't sell that book to anyone except via the marketplace. But you can't sell it anywhere else. So basically what they're saying, if you pay us money to use our software, then we will tell you that you can only make us more money. You can't make money through someone else, it has to be through us, because we're that kind of dicks. And yes, I agree with the uproar that people are saying, well, this is just not on. Because they're not saying you can't sell the book, they're just saying you can't sell that particular version of the book. You can't have all of our formatting that you've put in using our software and all of this, that and the other. It's like saying, if I bought Photoshop and said, I've made a very nice comic, and then Adobe went, oh, well, you can't sell it unless you give us commission. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's very good. And here's the good thing about it, those terms and conditions are not enforceable in Europe. Because of this nice little thing from Europe, you know, that constellation of countries that Britain thinks is bad, as opposed to the United Kingdom, which is the constellation of countries that Britain thinks is good. Did you just come all the way back in time to make that rant? Yes. Where was I? Oh yes, Europe has this thing called the Unfair Terms in Consumer Contracts Regulations of 1999. And let's have a little read of what it says. Section 8 states that any unfair term between a consumer and the supplier or creator of the contract, if it's unfair, is void. But what does unfair mean? Well, one of the ways a term can be unfair is simply because the company is negotiating with the consumer on its standard terms and hasn't individually negotiated the contract. Guess what an end-user license agreement is? It's a standardly negotiated contract. These are the terms that the company will supply on, and if you want to use their software, you've got to agree to them. They're not going to discuss it with you individually, so there you are. Automatically unfair. So if you're in Europe, all of those unfair terms in the Apple contract don't matter, providing you're a consumer. And if you're not, then you're a big business, well, or even a little business, well, unfortunately, that's going to cause you problems. So my advice to everyone is, if you're a consumer, yeah, use it if you want. Use that software. Just don't care about those terms. If you're a business, use something else. But in fact, because Apple are trying to do this, I would say, even though you might be a consumer, use another product. And on that note, I've been Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching a video, and I'll see you tomorrow.